but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes dancing to his left. This is complete, finds his man Hearns. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Broncos at 4-6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell.
And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Cash. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards for number 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Cash. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Up the middle they go. Cash. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. We're scoreless after 1. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards. The pick up there and also a 1st down. And Callaway taking it in left side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Cash. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Slot man moves right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cash. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Up the middle they go. Cash. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run on first down. Cash. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd down, Cash. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The slot man in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Graham down to the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, Graham. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Graham, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught right side. It turns. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Up the middle they go. It's Graham, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Marquise Bell in on that stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Slot man moves right. Back to throw. Mahomes. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but they may back him up 10 here and have him do it again. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
should just about write a finish to this one.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed them. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city, you probably wouldn't.